Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT Afterburn number 5. My name is Connor Whitty here at the broadcasting table of Full Sail University as always, and tonight we have a killer main event in store for you. Zelina Vega went into the offices of Arn Anderson and said, hey, give my client Andrade Cien Almas a match. And Arn Anderson over-delivered. Arn Anderson booked this main event. Andrade Cien Almas versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That's going to be a hell of a main event. But as the old saying goes, if you can't go on last, you want to go on first. And this man is going on first. A man who I consider to be a standout in the Cruiserweight Gauntlet despite not even getting past his first match, Oney Lorcan. Of course, Oney Lorcan had a hell of a battle with Hideo Itami. Very physical, you know, very smash mouth. Oney put up a fight against Hideo Itami, but Itami, of course, ended up picking up that win and then went on into the final bout of the gauntlet against Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate ended up winning the whole thing and then had an incredible, absolutely amazing match with Neville. Of course, I'll try to update you on the whole Buddy Murphy situation. If you don't know what happened, Buddy Murphy came in and assaulted Tyler Bate and Trent Seven after our show went off the air. But we go from 2 members of British Strong Style to the 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bruiserweight. This is Pete Dunne. We have not seen Pete Dunne in a little bit, not since NXT episode 10, where he had an amazing battle with Aleister Black. You know, I keep saying this guy had an amazing match with this guy. This guy had an incredible battle with this person. But it goes to show the in-ring quality of NXT and all of the competitors that step between those ropes. And Pete Dunne is probably one of the most vicious, most aggressive, most ruthless guys on the whole roster. But Dunne hasn't quite been getting the consistency in his wins. Of course, he had a big win against Zack Starr. Oh my God! He had a big victory against... Well, I was saying that Pete Dunne had a big victory over Zack Starr in an exhibition match before the big Collision event. But Oney Lorcan just going in. I think he caught Pete Dunne by surprise with just how fast that uppercut was. How out of nowhere that was. And you know, Oney Lorcan, oh my God. If you watch that Cruiserweight Gauntlet, you kind of had a more reckless, abandoned style than he did in his debut against Tyler Bate. Oney Lorcan throwing himself around like a rag doll. He has no F's to give! Oh! But Dunne's like, nah. If you want to make this physical, let's make this physical. Let's go. Of course, Pete Dunne, they call him the Bruiserweight for a reason. And look at this. Pete Dunne, 1/3 of the group called British Strong Style. That's really an indictment of the wrestling style as a whole. The name comes from the style, how they wrestle. And Pete Dunne is probably the pioneer of British Strong Style. If Shinsuke Nakamura is the king of Japanese, strong style. I think Pete Dunne might be the king of British strong style. Now, Pete Dunne. Oh my! Oh God! Just stomping the arm. I was trying to snap the whole thing. And Pete Dunne. Oh, there's that viciousness, the rake in the eyes. And Pete Dunne, oh, stopped to the back of Oney Lorcan's head. Oney Lorcan clutching at the back of his head, around his neck. And Pete Dunne in control. He was a little caught off guard in the opening stages, but Pete Dunne has taken back control. But Oney Lorcan's not going to go down without a fight. Oney Lorcan's not going to go down without a fight. And these two both, Pete Dunne, you can see just how physical he's playing with Oney Lorcan. Oney Lorcan, of course, I don't even think he knows strategy. I don't think he even has a strategy. I think Oney Lorcan just wants to beat Pete Dunne into submission, but this submission might be all she wrote. The triangle armbar. Oney Lorcan not in a good spot here. Oney Lorcan. Wait. Lorcan. Oh! He bounces Pete Dunne off the mat. Oh! And a chop right to the chest. Dunne went for one. These two both trying to hit. Chop. Oh. Oh, there's a chop. There's a chop and another one by Dunne. Good Lord. Oh. Lorcan was going to go for a headbutt, but Dunne caught him into an uppercut. This is the physicality you can expect from two fighters like this. These two men are fighters, plain and simple. They hold nothing back. They're physical. They're smash mouth. They're dirty, aggressive. And look at this. Look at Oney Lorcan. Oh! Oney Lorcan comes into each match with something to prove. But Oney Lorcan's win record has not been that good in NXT. He's... Oh! That's right there. Oney Lorcan, hang on. Cover here. Cover here. One. Oh. Only a one count. Oney Lorcan has not won a single matchup in WWF NXT, while Pete Dunne's only won it once. And that was against Zack Starr in an exhibition match. And of course, if you know your WWF, you know Zack Starr is pretty accomplished. So that's a big victory for Pete Dunne. Oh my God. Zack Starr, hang on, cover here. One. Oh, only one. Zack Starr, of course, a former United States champion, former Cruiserweight champion, tag team champion with AJ Styles. So, you know, Zack Starr's done quite a bit in, oh, nice shot there. Oh, and a headbutt by Oney Lorcan. It's a good accomplishment for Pete Dunne, but Oney Lorcan might just upset him here. Lorcan, oh! What the hell was that? Was it like a blockbuster? It was gonna hook the leg. Referee, two. Referee took a little bit to get into position. I think that might have been what cost Oney Lorcan that 3 count. That might have been a 3 count if the referee were a little bit faster to the punch there. And oh, well, Oney's just gonna try it again. He said, "Nah, I'm just gonna do this again." And Oney Lorcan. Oh, this time Pete Dunne had it scouted. This time Pete Dunne had it scouted. Fool me once, shame on... Oh! Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And oh! Kick out at 2 of the X-Plex. And Dunne. What's done? Oh, a boot right to the forehead of Oney Lorcan. And these two, and I want to point out because that now that Tyler Bates challenged, and you know that whole thing has subsided. This creates an interesting. This match is very interesting. Lorcan, 190. Pete Dunne, exactly to a 5. Dunne, bitter end. Hooks the leg. Got him. Well, certainly a very decisive victory for Pete Dunne. You gotta think with that one, Pete Dunne might be near the top of the Cruiserweight contendership ranks. Of course, he does have a lot of competition, but if I would put anyone up there, it's gotta be Pete Dunne. Well, ladies and gentlemen, earlier today we had a little word with Sanity, and we're gonna show you that footage from that interview with Sanity. Take a look. That was recorded earlier today. Sanity did not want to conduct an interview with the crowd or with anything really. Sanity just doing their own thing, and you heard them loud and clear. You saw that. You heard what they were saying, that they don't care, because they don't care about championships. They don't care about glory. They just care about the destruction, the carnage, the mayhem, and of course, Wolf and Dane dominated Juice Robinson and David Finlay on Afterburn 4, and they're saying that was only a taste of what they can do, that once EY shows what he's capable of, that we're all just going to be helpless to a slaughter. Well, here's someone that doesn't fear, that has a little bit of a history with Sanity, actually, and probably does not fear them any longer, Bianca Belair. Of course, Bianca Belair had a match with Nikki Cross, NXT episode 9. Had a little rivalry with Nikki Cross, but it didn't go too well for Bianca, and this is going to be interesting because this is also a rematch. There's kind of been rematches lately. First with Toni Storm going up against Sonya Deville, and then Bianca Belair going up against Io Shirai here, and you have to think that Bianca Belair was inspired by Sonya Deville, saying, hey, I want to face my debut opponent again. I want to give that match, I want to give my debut a second shot, because, you know, I've improved since then. Io Shirai is not going to get me the same time she did before. The women's scene is very competitive, especially as it's looking more and more likely that we're going to get an NXT Women's Championship, especially as it's being more discussed more and more. It's almost like the women have something to prove because they want to be in the line to become the first ever NXT Women's Champion, while Bianca Belair talk shit, get hit. That's what Io Shirai basically just said. Io Shirai, ooh. These two women faced off before in Io Shirai's debut, where I called her Io Shirai. I won't let that one by. My apologies for that one. But Io beat Bianca Belair pretty convincingly back then. She also has a victory in tag action over the Iconics, who are still signed with NXT. The Iconics are waiting for their next opportunity. And, you know, you have to think the Iconics are looking to get a notable victory because they haven't really done a whole lot in their WWF NXT careers. It hasn't been going smooth sailing for the Iconics. And, you know, especially with the women's division all kind of being... Hang on. The women's division, you know, especially everybody on their A game. Everybody having to be on their A game because they want to prove why they should be first in line for an NXT Women's Championship match. You know, there's so many women in the scene, like these two, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair. Bianca in control of the match now. And Bianca Belair gets her in a camel clutch. Very nicely done. Io Shirai. And Bianca Belair picking up Io. But as I was saying, hang on. Bianca Belair wrenching on Io Shirai. As I was saying, there's so many talented women in the scene. These two, Ember Moon, Toni Storm, Sonya Deville, Ruby Riott, Dakota Kai, that monster Sarah Logan. You have to think that, you have to think everybody's on their A game. Everyone's trying to, you know, everyone's trying to get wins. You know, everyone's trying to rack up wins. Everybody's trying to prove themselves over the other. Oh, oh, oh! Look at this! Io Shirai! And, oh! Drop. Oh. Missed the mark there. And, oh, wait a minute. Io taking control. Io Shirai. Of course, she's not that easy to bring down if you're Bianca Belair. Oh! Of course, we should not underestimate Bianca Belair, but Io Shirai might be on a completely different level. Io Shirai has been wrestling all across the independent since 2007. And Bianca Belair trying to figure out her next move. Oh, that was smart. She moved out of the way to avoid a, oh, wait, is Bianca taking a walk? And, oh! Well, I think the Tron kind of shows, I think the Tron kind of shows a little bit of a perspective. Right? Like, the Tron kind of shows some videos. So I think, oh my God! Bianca might have taken advantage of that. Might have accidentally had the camera crew as her ally here. And Io gets back in at 6. And Bianca dropped Io ribs first onto that kind of in between the ramp and the floor. That is the raw concrete, that little middle ground between the metal ramp, that kind of steelish ramp, and the matted floor. There's just that pure concrete that Bianca Belair dropped Io Shirai ribs first onto, and that might play a factor into the rest of this matchup. Because when you get your ribs impacted like that, it takes a lot of the breath out of you. And Bianca Belair trying to take even more breath out of Io Shirai, trying to take fight out of the genius of the sky. And Bianca, oh, she has her up in that same hold and drops her again on her ribs. Bianca Belair in control of this matchup. Bianca Belair took a bit of time to taunt the fans, wanting to get Io Shirai into this. Only a count of 1. Didn't go so well. Surprised with not even get a 2. Oh, I'm shocked that didn't even get a 2, but that's the heart of Io Shirai. It's going to take a lot more than that to put her down. Gonna go for her Hurricanrana. Oh, no. Alley-oop by Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair has been absolutely dominant in this matchup. Only a 1. And Bianca Belair. Oh, going for another pin. I think at this point she's just trying to take as much breath out of Io Shirai. She wants Io gasping for air, but look at Bianca. Bianca Belair almost kind of shocked at how not even getting a 2. And wait a minute, Io Shirai grabs her by the hair. Oh! That was very nicely done, too. Almost very similar to the move that Atami whipped out in recent times. Shirai up on the top. Shirai! Oh my god! And dropped on her knees. Shirai! Spear! And again, going for the ribs. That's her target. She seized her target, and now she's going in for the kill. No. And Belair, again, she's getting too distracted. She's underestimating her opponent. She's thinking each big move is going to be the end of the match, when really she might need to hit a sequence of them in order to put down Io Shirai. Of course, Io Shirai has won several championships in her career, and part of that is the heart! Jesus! Over here, 1, 2... Oh. Of course, Shirai has won pretty much everything there is to win in World Wondering Stardom. Hang on. Oh! Including the Artists of Stardom 6-woman tag titles with Kairi Sane, then known as Kairi Hojo, and Mayu Iwatani, probably the ace of Stardom. But she missed the moonsault. Oh, Belair with another alley-oop. And this could be what she needs. This could be what she needs. 1, 2. Oh! The crowd standing up in appreciation for this display of women's wrestling. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh! What the hell? That's Toni Storm's move. That's the Storm Zero. Wait, wait. Referee! What the? Oh, my God! I don't know if the referee noticed, but Bianca hit the Storm Zero. Almost a mock Toni Storm, and then she put her damn feet up on the ropes, and the referee didn't even see it. And you know that's definitely inspired by Sonya Deville taking shortcuts to beat the woman that beat them in their debut. And come on. Bianca Belair's not done yet. Come on. Bianca's trying to prove something. What the hell is this? What's gotten into Bianca Belair? What the hell is this? Come on. Oh, God. What the hell's gotten into Bianca Belair? And oh no, come on, no! Oh, good! That's absolutely despicable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's our backstage correspondent, Tom Jr. He's alongside Kassius Ohno. Disgusted with Bianca Belair's done. Yeah, of course, Kassius Ohno set to face Minoru Suzuki at NXT TakeOver Inception. I'm just saying, wrestling is a one-shot business. You make it now or you make it never. I have to win. There's nothing else. Well, that's a big reveal. I was not expecting that. At NXT episode 15, the next episode, EC3 will be making his in-ring return. You're not going to want to miss NXT episode 15. Not only will it feature, as just announced, the in-ring return of EC3, but it will also feature in the main event a massive tag team match. It will be Aleister Black and Lio Rush versus Bobby Roode and LaMarcus Carter. That is going to be the main event of NXT episode 15. And plus now, EC3 will be making his in-ring return. But that is the next episode. For tonight, the time has arrived. It is main event time! And what a main event it is! Andrade Cien Almas versus Shinsuke Nakamura! This match is takeover level, but Arn Anderson has booked it for Afterburn, a monumental main event between two world-class athletes with plenty of history with one another. The stakes could not be any higher for Andrade Cien Almas. Andrade Cien Almas hasn't exactly been in the best situation in his NXT career. Andrade Cien Almas was eliminated in the first round of the NXT Championship Gold Rush, had a match with Juice Robinson, then on episode 6 lost in a main event match to Nakamura's friend Kota Ibushi. This could be Andrade Cien Almas' chance to make it big. Of course, I do want to point out one thing about the Cassius Ohno thing. I just want to say, Cassius, if you aren't aware, Cassius Ohno had a main roster match on WWF United. Wasn't exactly successful against Wade Barrett, but it's part of the NXT SmackDown Superstar Initiative. CM Punk basically wanting to elevate and escalate the development of these NXT superstars. And who knows, either one of these guys could be next up for a match on United. First, you're going to stay tuned for any further developments on the Superstar Initiative. You're going to want to go to the WEDF YouTube channel and check out the community section of that YouTube channel. That is where any developments will be made regarding the new Superstar Initiative and regarding, the latest news of both WWF NXT and main roster WEDF. In fact, that's how we announced the Cruiserweight Gauntlet, was through the community tab. So big things happening over there. You're not going to want to miss it. But enough about shameless plugging. Enough about shameless plugging. It's time for some good-ass wrestling. Of course, Andrade Cien Almas and Shinsuke Nakamura have faced each other once before. They faced each other in the past. They have history with each other. And it all dates back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know what? That's where a lot of Nakamura's history comes from. The first time they faced each other was in a J Sports, during the Super Junior Tag League. The J Sports Crown, if you will. That's what it was called. The J Sports Crown Super J Tag League. Long name, I know, but it was on that show where it was a big tag match between the members of Chaos at that time, being Gedo, Jado, Tetsuya Naito, a name you're probably pretty familiar with, and Shinsuke Nakamura against La Sombra, who's now Andrade Cien Almas, when Andrade was a masked luchador. He teamed with Tomoaki Honma, Wataru Inoue, and Máscara Dorada, who is the modern-day Grand Metalik. Then they faced each other in Mexico in tag matches before La Sombra entered the 2011 G1 Climax. And it was probably the biggest test for him up till that point. He was in a block consisting of guys like Satoshi Kojima, Carl Anderson, Hiroki Goto, Hiroshi Tenzan, MVP, who we saw make his return on Raw. Welcome back, MVP. But of course, he faced Shinsuke Nakamura in that G1. Nakamura picked up the win, and then Nakamura retained his belt, retained the IWGP Intercontinental Championship at Fantastica Mania 2013. That was their, oh, look at this! These two trying to get into each other's heads, and that's kind of what the element this is. Nakamura, whole thing is he kind of uses that swagger, that charisma, to get into his opponent's heads. But, you know, Andrade is all about tranquilo. You know, all about, oh, look at Nakamura! Look at this! Absolutely amazing! That's why Shinsuke Nakamura is one of the absolute best in the world in between the ropes. It's absolutely incredible. And Andrade, oh. Now, a lot of people, I did see a couple people in the back, especially in those kind of board of director meetings, kind of questioning Arn Anderson about this. You know, why aren't you saving this match for TakeOver? I think it just goes to show Arn Anderson's his level of faith in the talent to be willing to have a match like this on NXT Afterburn. It's absolutely incredible. You're seeing just how many incredible matches we can get on a week-to-week basis. How many big-time matchups we get on NXT. And Andrade. These two faced each other on a couple different occasions, as I was saying. Once in the 2011 G1 Climax. Then again in 2013 at Fantastica Mania for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Nakamura won that round. But just a few months later, CMLL in Mexico, Andrade finally beat Nakamura 2-1 in a 2-out-of-3 falls match for the Intercontinental Championship. Nakamura almost throwing a knockout blow there. Oh! This is the kind of strong style that makes Nakamura one of the most deadly strikers in NXT. I think the only guy that rivals him in pure striking is maybe Aleister Black. Oh, but Andrade not too shabby with the striking game either. But I don't, And oh! Well, when Nakamura lures you into a false sense of security, when Nakamura thinks you have the advantage, Nakamura goes, nah, I have the advantage. Oh, but Andrade kicking the knee there, and Andrade gonna go after the knee, trying to take out that Kinshasa. That's the smart strategy. Of course, these two only had a few singles matches throughout their career. Most of them, their history has been in tags. But La Sombra back and Andrade went by La Sombra as a masked competitor, beat Nakamura in a 2 out of 3 falls match in Mexico for the IWGP Intercontinental title. And then 2 days later, not 2 days, more than 2 months later, at New Japan's Kizuna Road 2013, Nakamura regained his belt. Over here, only a count of, not even a count of 1, I think. And, you know, of course, this is the first time ever since La Sombra's unmasking these two had battled, I believe. Because normally, you know, ever since that unmasking, and, you know, oh, and now Andrade has a single leg Boston Crab. Nakamura, not in a good spot. And Nakamura escapes. And Andrade lost his mask to, you know, in a Lucha Libre. Any commentator will tell you when it comes to luchadors, the mask is kind of the identity of a wrestler. You know, and you know, losing the mask is almost the ultimate dishonor. It's the biggest risk you could take. And whenever masked luchadors do this, it's called a lucha de apuestas match. Basically, it's called a lucha de apuestas, which is basically a match with wager. It's like translates to a match with wager, and they put either their hair or their mask on the line. Of course, we've seen a couple of variations of lucha de apuestas matches in variations of lucha de apuestas matches in Western wrestling. Usually, people will put their career on the line. Of course, hang on. Got it here. Oh! Very nicely done. Almost like a spinning flapjack? I have no idea what the hell that was. WrestleMania 7. Warrior, Hulk Hogan. Not Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, I should say, versus the Ultimate Warrior was a variation of the Lucha de Apuestas match. But in Mexico, the stakes are much higher because the mask is your entire identity. The mask is your culture. The mask is who you are deep down. And Nakamura has a submission hold in. And Andrade lost a mask versus mask match a few years ago. He, of course, as La Sombra, he lost to Atlantis in a mask versus mask match. Andrade then, you know, he unmasked, and he became almost a different person after his unmasking. And Andrade, after that, his friendship with Los Ingobernables member Rush fell apart. But and I bring up the significance of that Los Ingobernables. That might have been a name if you might have heard of Los Ingobernables. It's Spanish for the Ungovernables. It was this group that Andrade formed alongside Rush, and it was a group that. Oh, look at Andrade here. It was a group Andrade formed alongside La Máscara and Rush. And it's included the likes of Marco Corleone, the former Marching Drac, El Terrible, and most famously Tetsuya Naito, which led to Los Ingobernables de Japón. But, you know, it's that kind of... Los Ingobernables had that mentality of tranquilo. They had that kind of mentality that, to not let their opponents get in their head. And you can see with the mannerisms of Andrade that still carried over with him even after he left CMLL and came to WEDF. German suplex by Nakamura, nicely done. These two men kind of had similar paths, both of them defined by a faction. I go cover here, too. Oh, both of them were defined by their kind of faction before WEDF. For Andrade, it was the original Los Ingobernables. For Nakamura, it was Chaos, and how he kind of led that group. Nakamura, both of these men very well traveled. Oh, as I've been spending the entire time rambling about. Nakamura, and hang on, cover. Oh no, he's gonna go for a suplex, but Andrade hit one of his own, and you notice the kind of style of Andrade. He doesn't really do a lot of high-flying moves. That's because Lucha Libre. There's a common misconception about Lucha Libre that it's all about the kind of high-flying, the kind of daredevil. And I don't think that's the case. As you see with guys like Andrade, or you've seen with Grand Metalik, it's also about the physicality. And you see with these chops, you know, oh! You see these chops here, you know, it's not just, few elbows right to the head. And Andrade gonna go for a moonsault. Whoa! Andrade missed, landed on his feet, and just went for another one. Good Lord! Hang on. Oh! Very nicely done. Andrade, that's kind of the high flying that Lucha Libre is known for. Moonsault! You know, Andrade does have the high flying that Lucha Libre is known for, but it's also about the physicality. It's also about different styles. You know, it's kind of like, it's kind of about technical wrestling and the kind of physicality. Sometimes a Lucha Libre match is almost less like a spectacle of aerial offense, and more like a straight up street brawl. Andrade is a very powerful dude, and he's kind of the best example of that. Andrade has integrated several different styles into his own. He's kind of made his own unique variation of the Lucha Libre kind of wrestling style. Of course, you saw Andrade whip up that moonsault, but he's also kind of integrated a little bit of the Japanese strong style with the forearms and the chops, but he's also integrated power moves. He's kind of integrated power moves in his arsenal. Andrade is like a sponge, absorbing different elements into his own to create something, to create an Andrade Cien Almas wrestling style that would be so hard to prepare for, because 1 minute Andrade just does like a flip, does like a moonsault, and then the next he does a schoolboy powerbomb just like that, and the next he just bashes you with forearms. The next, he just bashes you with forearms. Look at this. Look at Andrade. Oh, good. Back to the knee. I don't think that was the same knee that he went for, but Andrade, oh my God. Look at this. Andrade blasting him with forearms and elbows. Good God. Andrade Cien Almas has kept up with Nakamura's striking ability way better than I could have anticipated. And now Andrade. Oh my God. Look at the swagger of Andrade going in and slapping Nakamura across the face. I'm not quite sure that was so wise, Andrade. I think you should have gone for something more impactful and not taunting. Nakamura, oh, kick to the head, and Nakamura's gonna make Andrade pay for it. But wait, Nakamura, oh, Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura taunted a little bit as well. Nakamura said, hey, anything you can do, I can do better, Andrade. Anything you can do, I can do better. Andrade wanted to taunt Nakamura in the corner. Andrade wanted to taunt Nakamura in the corner, and Nakamura decided to taunt Andrade in the corner. Oh! The knee right to the rib cage, as I was talking about with Io Shirai and Bianca Belair. The offense to the knee, to the ribs like that, kind of takes a lot of your breath away. And Nakamura, brilliant ring placing, has Andrade in the exact center of the ring with an arm bar. Of course, it was, of course, Nakamura has a 3-1 MMA record. He won 3 MMA battles against he won them all by submission. He was more submission guy in MMA, and we're seeing that on full display with that armbar. And funnily enough, I think the thing that influenced his style was that Nakamura lost to an armbar in his first MMA match to Daniel Gracie. And there he goes for something more impactful. The Meteora into the corner. 2. Oh no, only a 2. Just barely. And Andrade bounces off the ropes with a drop kick. And Andrade, of course, Daniel Gracie, part of the legendary Gracie family of mixed martial artists. And Nakamura has him up on the shoulders. Oh. And, I think it just decided to beat the hell out of him some more. I think Nakamura might still be upset about that disrespect in the corner. Andrade not in a good spot here. And, you know, Zelina Vega. Oh, wait. Unlike his previous matches, I want to point this out. Hang on. Landslide by Nakamura. He put many people away with that one. But I want to point out something. Zelina Vega has not been interfering as much for Andrade as she normally would. But Nakamura setting up for the end. What the hell? Are we back? Are we back? Oh my, what the hell? I think we're back. That feed cutting. And what about La Sombra? Andrade! No! Not like this! Not like this! Andrade just stole one! Well, the feed cutting in recent times has been affiliated with Lin Kai, and Lin Kai distracted Nakamura. I think Lin Kai, again, that feed cutting has been associated with Lin Kai lately. Lin Kai distracted Shinsuke Nakamura long enough for Andrade to capitalize, hit the La Sombra, and pick up the win. What a shameful way to end such an amazing matchup here. What the hell? What's going on? Lights are out. Oh my god! What the hell? Oh my god! The lights went out for a little bit. I heard a bang! I thought it was a gunshot. That sounded like a gunshot, but that's Lin Kai in a... Oh my god! Lin Kai in a damn steel chair. Nakamura's bleeding like a pig. My god! Lin Kai's had this vendetta against Nakamura for a little bit ever since Nakamura beat him. Oh, come on, no! Come on! Lin Kai, for God's sake! No! No! Lin Kai beating the hell out of the damn referee! This time it's on absolute purpose! Lin Kai just snapped! Lin Kai! This man sees some injustice, some conspiracy against him! Oh my god! He sees some conspiracy against him! And he's unleashing it on everybody that moves! What the hell?